The biggest names in fashion serve as research material for one of Britain's best-selling authors of all time. Sophie Kinsella, guru of the chick lit genre. Malls are an inspiration for her books, which address issues of modern womanhood in a humorous and lighthearted way. Kinsella's Shopaholic series, out since 2000, has made her famous. The books follow the adventures of Becky Bloomwood and her serious yet funny addiction to shopping. So is the character semi-autobiographical?
There is a lot of Becky Bloomwood that is just me on the page. Some of it is what her situation is. At the beginning, she's a financial journalist lusting after shoes, and I was a financial journalist lusting after shoes. So that was me. And a lot of the way she thinks is me. So when she thinks, well, you know what, I bought that on sale, so that was like saving money, that's completely me. You know what, when I can't think of what to write next, I go to the mall. I mean, what's not to love? It's bright and shiny and warm and inviting. There's a kind of buzz, there are people, and it's just a very inspirational place.
46-year-old Kinsella studied music and philosophy at Oxford before becoming a journalist and later a writer. When starting a new book, she says planning and knowing an ending are crucial.
Well, every book starts with a tiny idea, and I let that idea sit with me, and then I start to plan it out. I go to coffee shops, great inspiration, I sit and I plan and I think for ages. And then when I really know the story, I know the characters and all the issues, then I start writing properly.
Fans got a taste of the latest book in the series, Shopaholic to the Rescue, at a reading in Berlin. It's just been published in German with an English title. It details Becky's chaotic trip to Las Vegas in search of her father.
But I've always been nervy around policemen. Ever since I smuggled 6 pairs of Dolly's shoes out of Hamleys, aged 5, and a policeman came up to me and boomed, "What have you got there, young lady?"
Her books have been translated into 41 languages.
A friend of mine bought me the book because my name is also Rebecca. So I had to read it, and it made me laugh.
I like the way she writes. It's very funny and fresh. Something different compared to the other romance books out there. Hers aren't so cheesy. That's why I'm hooked.
She writes from the heart and describes characters who are really joyful. You can identify with them.
Kinsella has written over 20 books, selling more than 36 million copies globally. But does this one, the 8th in the series, spell the end for Becky Bloomwood?
Oh, don't say she's going to retire. In my head, she'll go on forever. My trouble is time. I have so many stories I want to tell, and I've been working on a great new standalone novel. But I do have ideas for Becky, and I'm really excited about what she has in store.
Sophie Kinsella also writes under her real name, Madeline Wickham. Besides being a best-selling author, she's a wife and mother of 5. For her, time is of the essence. But she still allows herself the luxury of conducting proper research for her books, including the occasional purchase or two. For Sophie Kinsella, there's only a fine line between the worlds of reality and fiction.